Good morning from London. So a little review from day 2. I was heading to the tube station to start my day yesterday and to pick up a Starbucks because I really wanted an iced coffee and didn't have that ability where I was staying. So there's one right next to the tube station. And as I was walking up the street, Hugh Jackman and his son just like walked right past me, and I was like, is nobody else noticing this? And I was like, okay, maybe it's just a guy who looks like him. And he went to the ATM at the Tesco, and I was like, look at those veins popping out of his calves. That's Hugh Jackman. And he had a beard and a baseball cap and like silver aviator sunglasses. So I was like, maybe I'm wrong. And I was like, nah, that's Hugh Jackman. So as he walked back towards me, I just said, are you who I think you are? Because I didn't want to be like, everybody, it's Hugh Jackman. So he was like, hi, and smiled and gave me a little wave. And he was already walking at a good clip and headed out. So, yeah, I didn't want to bug him for a picture when he was with his son. It was bad enough I took the picture of him at the ATM, but it was mostly like, look at the veins popping out on his calves. So that was a way to start the morning. And then went to the National Portrait Gallery and the National Gallery. They had recommended online that you reserve a time slot because they're trying to keep, since COVID, I guess they're trying to keep a certain number of people and keep the crowds to whatever. But it really wasn't necessary. And it was on a Saturday. So, fine. Okay. I was glad to have made the reservation just in case. What else? Trafalgar Square had a big festival that the mayor of London is putting on for it's like a Black members of society appreciation thing. So this lady did a really good cover of a Beyonce song, and it was very crowded, and it was all fenced off for security, and you had to like open up your bag and everything to go through. So it was very hard to get good pictures of Trafalgar Square because it was all cordoned off, and then there were little tents and booths for food and whatnot. So that was a little disappointing as far as just like the crowd size and getting pictures, but otherwise it was fine. And took the tubes, everything went well. St. Martin in the Fields Church, as I arrived to the National Portrait Gallery, it is directly across the street, and there was a wedding beginning. So I was like, okay, I had gotten there early, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll try to go to the church now, but there's a wedding, so no. So I went into the National Gallery, went through, and National Portrait Gallery, rather, went through all that, and then I was like, okay, the wedding's got to be done by now, headed over to the church, because I was still early for my reservation to the National Gallery, and the doors were closed and locked. I went down into the Crypt Cafe and asked the people at the information desk there, and they said, yes, it's closed right now because we just had a wedding and they're cleaning up, and then there's going to be a rehearsal starting in a little while. If you wait 10 minutes, go upstairs, see if the doors are open, and if it is, you can go in. And I guess the rehearsal was closed. So the doors were locked, couldn't get in. Such is life. So, they don't post this on their website, like the hours it'll be open and closed. It just says, open from this time to that time, and that's it. So, but got some good outdoor pictures of the church. And then I went to the National Gallery. That went well. Pretty, saw great art by the best artists of all time. And I think I took too many pictures. I need to actually appreciate the art more. I noticed I do that sometimes. So I'm going to try to slow it down a little bit. So today I am going to the Monument to the Fire of London, then to St. Dunstan in the East, then to the Tower of London. And it's all early morning. Yesterday was all afternoon. So I'm going to make some breakfast in a minute and then get the day started and post some more pictures. Bye.